Personal income and spending numbers for May, plus the Fed's favorite inflation gauge, PCE data, Treasuries. Rick Santelli, just do it, Rick. Tell us what you got.
Yes, May income, spending, and all the inflation numbers, and there are surprises here. Personal income, which really has been quite strong throughout 2025, takes a bit of a hit here, down 0.4. We were looking for a number up 3 to 0.4. This would be the first negative number going all the way back to what? September of 21. And that's where we comp this to, SEP of 21, when we were minus 0.6. Now, if we look at spending was down 0.1. We were expecting up 0.1. That equals where we started the year at down 0.1. To find a bigger negative number, you're going in the Wayback Machine to Feb of 21. Now, if we look at real spending, of course, it's going to take a bit of a ding. Question is how much? Down 0.3. We're expecting this to be near unchanged. This would be the second negative number on real real spending. We started out the year down 0.5% before we really jumped up in March to up 0.7 to somewhat negate it. So down 0.3 would be comping to the very beginning of this year. Now to the inflation data. If we look at the PCE on a month-over-month basis, exactly as expected, up 0.1. In the rearview mirror, up 0.1. The best that we had this year was unchanged in March. If we look at the year-over-year PCE, we are at 2.3, exactly as expected. In the rearview mirror, 2.1 now becomes 2.2, so there is an extra tenth of heat in the rearview mirror. Now, year-over-year, core numbers, these are probably the most important. On the month-over-month core, up 0.2. That's 0.1 hotter than expected, 0.1 hotter than the rear-view mirror, and it basically would comp to where we were in the beginning of the year. February, we were up 0.5%. And finally, 2.7, that's the core year-over-year. I know Becky was talking about it earlier. This is most likely what most are going to really concentrate on. It's 1/10 hotter at 2.7 than we were expecting at 2.6. And in the rearview mirror, there was an upgrade from 2.5 to 2.6. So there is a stickiness here. And this stickiness has remained for quite a long time. We have made progress. Things aren't really necessarily getting worse, although a couple of tenths here and there on revisions. But I guess the real issue, to take a step back, is it still doesn't look like 2% is in the crosshairs, and that's the Fed's amount. That's their target for some of these numbers. Interest rates, big moves on the week, not on the day. At 4.26 right now in a 10-year, we're up 2 on the day. But on the week, remember that what we have in a 10-year right now, we closed last week at 4.38. We're at 4.25, 4.26. And in the 2-year, we closed last week at 3.91. We're currently at 3.27, at 3.72, 3.73. So you can see there has been almost a 20 basis point move on the short end, and the curve steepening, well, that probably is because of this notion of a pre-announcement on the Fed chairman.